Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. How are you, students? Today we will study geometrical optics. Subject physics, class 10th. Before day before we studied reflection of light, laws of reflection, types of reflection, spherical mirror, types of spherical mirror, concave mirror, convex mirror, different points. And I hope that you understand it and you revise it. Today's characteristic of focus is a concave mirror and convex mirror. In concave mirror, focus lies behind the mirror. Convex mirror, virtual. Focus point is virtual. Focus point is virtual. And in concave mirror, the focus point is real. The focus point is real. So this will be negative and this will be positive. When you use this mirror, convex mirror, you will take focal length negative. When you take this mirror, focal length will be positive. Focal length will be positive. Now, the image distance, if it is virtual, if image is virtual, will be negative. If image is real, you will take it positive. The focus is virtual as the rays of light after reflection appears to come from the focus. The focus is real. In this case, the focus point is real, and in this case, it is virtual. So, object distance will be always taken positive. Convex mirror, focal length should be taken negative. Focal length will be negative because it is virtual. Image formation from convex mirror will be always virtual, so negative. Focal length of this mirror will be taken positive because it is real. Image is real, so also take so you should take it also positive. Now, reflection applied by spherical mirror. If this light ray is coming, this light ray is also coming. So it is coming from infinity. So image, when object is lying at infinity, the image will be formed between the pole and center of curvature. Center of curvature and pole. Object is at infinity. When object is at infinity, the image will be formed between the center of curvature and the focus, the pole, between these 2 points. If object is placed at center of curvature, image will be also found at center of curvature. If object is at center of curvature, image will be also. It's from concave mirror. If object is at the focus point, if you place object at the focus point, image will be formed at infinity. Image will be at infinity. Object at infinity, so image will be between center of curvature and pole. If you place at the pole, object is lying at the center of curvature, the image will be formed at the center of curvature. If you place the object at the focus point, image will be at infinity. Now, if object is at infinity, image will be small. Image will be small. If object is at the center of curvature, image will be equal to the object size. Image will be equal to the object size. If image is at the focus point, the image will be at infinity and larger in size. If this is center of curvature, this is focus point. The object is lying beyond the center of curvature. So image will be between focus point and center of curvature. Center of curvature. I will do it again at the end of the lecture. If object is between center of curvature and focus point, image will be beyond center of curvature. Image will be beyond center of curvature. Here the image is lying between the focus point and pole. So image will be at infinity and virtual. Image is virtual. Real, real, image is real, image is real, image is virtual. You will do, ignore this one, I will do it. Mirror formula is the formula which give relation between the object distance, image distance, and the focal length of the mirror. So 1 by f is equal to 1 by phi, 1 by p plus 1 by q. F represents focal length, p represents object distance, q represents image distance. Now, quantity. Now, quantity. Here, quantity is written. So in this case, object distance. Object distance in this case is represented, we will write P. So it will be positive. Object distance, if object is in front of mirror, if object is real, you will take object distance positive. And if object is in the back of the mirror, the object is virtual, then the image will be, then the object distance will be negative. For example, if you are standing in front of mirror, you are object, your distance will be positive. If this is mirror and you are standing in front of this one, this distance will be taken positive. But if you here your image is formed and there is another mirror, it is in front of the mirror or not in front, whatever you consider. This is the image of this. This is the image, this is the object, and this is the image. So this is real part this object, real part this one. This image will work as object, but it will be taken negative. It will be taken negative. It is taken negative because it is image. This is not in real. Here the object is in reality, so it will be taken positive. Now here this is the image, this is the object. The object now if this is object and it is placed in front of lens, it will be taken positive. If the image of this object is formed here and you place another lens in front of this one, this image work is an object. This is object part this mirror. This is object part this mirror, but it is the image of this object. So it will be taken negative. It will be taken negative. Now, if look again, I will explain again. This is a little bit difficult one. So Do you understand? If you place mirror here and you place an object mirror, in front of mirror, you placed an object in front of mirror. You placed, if its image is formed here, and this image work is an object for any other mirror placed to the right side, to the left side, to the left side. This will be object for the second mirror. Mirror, object, here image is formed. If you place another mirror, this work is an object. This work is an object for this mirror. So it will be taken negative because it is virtual object. It is the image of this one. Now, image distance represented by Q. Image in front of mirror will be real. If it is in the back of mirror, it will be negative. Focal length, center of curvature is in front of mirror. For concave mirror, focal length will be positive. For convex, it will be negative. So, object distance, if object is real, will be taken positive. If it is object is virtual, if it is image and it work as an object for any other mirror, it will be negative. It will, distance will be taken negative. Object distance will be taken negative. Image is virtual, negative. If image is if real, it will be taken positive. Focal length for diverging mirror, convex mirror. Diverging mirror means convex mirror will be taken positive or negative, and for converging mirror, for concave mirror, it will be taken positive. Now, direction of incident ray. This part lenses. So when we start the lenses topic, we will do it. Now leave it. Now, this is spoon. This is the back of spoon. It works as a convex mirror. This is the front of spoon. Inside of spoon. Bowl, spoon, anything. Here the image is inverted. So image is real. Because this side work as a converging mirror. Converging mirror work as a concave mirror. This work is a convex mirror. So image is virtual and erect. Erect, here inverted. Here the image is inverted, here the image is erect. Here the image is blurred. Here the image is erect. Inverted, erect. This is concave mirror and this is convex mirror. Now reflection of light. When a light ray enters from one medium into another medium, when light ray enters from one medium into another medium, it deviates from its original path. It deviates from its original path. And when light ray enters from one medium into another medium, direction changes. Direction changes. This process of entering a light ray is called reflection of light. When the light ray travels from air to water, from air to water, from one medium into another medium. When light ray enter from one medium into another medium. For example, look at the diagram. This is the incident ray. This is the incident ray. This is normal. This white region is air, and this is water. When light ray enter from air into water, it bends towards normal. It bends towards normal. This is called angle of incidence. The angle between this and this is called angle of incidence. And then this is reflected ray, and this is normal. This is called angle of reflection. Angle of refraction. When the light ray travels from air to water, the reflected ray bends towards the normal. This is the original path. So when light ray enter from rare medium into denser medium, it deviates from its original path. It bends towards normal. So when a light ray enter from air into water, it bends. This process is called refraction from denser medium to rare medium. If a light ray travel from water to air, it bends away. So from denser to rare, bends away. When from rare to denser, bends towards normal. This process is called refraction of light. Now, refraction of light rays. Practical example of refraction of light rays. Refraction is the bending of wave when it enters a medium where its speed is different. The refraction of light when it passes from a fast medium to a slow medium. The light ray bends towards the normal, to the boundary between the two media. The amount of bending depends on the refractive index of the two media and is described quantitatively by Snell's law. So here, this is boundary. This is boundary. When light ray, this is, here it enters the water. So here you see that light ray is, this is bended. From this, it bend. So here it is enter into the water. This portion is above water. Next example, laws of reflection. Look at the pencil. From here, the pencil is bended. This is because of reflection. Because of reflection. If you place a coin in water, here it is water. If you place, it will appear at different place. You will see to you the coin will appear at different place. It is because of reflection. Laws of reflection. The incident ray, the reflected ray, and normal of the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. Already discussed. The ratio of the sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of reflection is always equal to a constant. This ratio will be equal to n. So n is equal to sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of reflection. This is the refractive index. This is the refractive index. It is called Snell's law. It is called Snell's law. So the ratio of angle of incidence to the ratio of sine of angle of reflection is called refractive index, and it is called Snell's law. So in Snell's law, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of reflection is equal to Refractive index. Refractive index is basically the property of a medium from which we can tell refractive index, from which we can say that how much the light ray will bend when it enters from one medium into another medium. If refractive index is 1, light ray will not bend. Where it is 2, light ray will bend. If it is 3, light ray will bend more. If it is 5.5, it will bend more as compared to the other cases. So refractive index basically gives the idea how much the light ray will bend when it enters from one medium into another medium. Deviate, how much the light ray will deviate from its original path. This is the incident ray. This is the incident ray. This is the normal. This is the refracted ray. This medium is water or glass. This is angle of reflection. This is angle of refraction. Angle of refraction. This is the original path. This is the angle of deviation. This is the angle of deviation. This is the angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. Incident ray. This is the incident ray. This is the reflected ray. This is the angle of incidence. This is the angle of reflection. This is the angle of deviation. This is the original direction. This is the original direction. So this is the angle of deviation. I will explain again. This is the angle of deviation. This is refracted ray. This is refracted angle of refraction. Angle of refraction. This is angle of incidence between normal and incident ray. This is incident ray. This is normal. This is normal. Glancing angle. The angle between the surface and the incident ray is called glancing angle. It is different media. Now, this is the incident ray. This is the refracted ray. This is the real path. To us, this object will appear at this point where we see the object. This is the real object. What our brains thinks where light should come. Our brain think that light is coming straight from this path. This is air, this is water, this is normal. Real path of light. So light ray will come and will bend because it enters from one medium into another medium. To us, it seems that light ray is coming straight from this path. So this is my rays. My rays. My rays in physics. Sometimes if you take a spoon of honey, if you drink a cup, you take a sip of tea, to you, it will appear, its taste will be not sweet one, फीकी लगेगी. मीठी चाय भी शहद खाने के बाद फीकी लगेगी. It is myragism. In physics, it is called myragism. When your senses fail to give you accurate information. Senses fail to give you accurate information. Now, this medium, the smaller refractive index, the speed of light is more, and here the speed of light will low. So When light ray enter from the fast medium to slow medium, bends towards normal. Bottom part of incoming ray reaches slow medium first and is slow down first, rotating the ray towards the normal line. So when you enter from a medium in which the velocity of light is more and to a medium where velocity is low, the light ray will bend towards normal. Refractive index. The refractive index is the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of refraction. This is one definition. Second, the refractive index is represented by n of a medium is the ratio of speed of light in that medium to the speed of light is the ratio of speed of light c in air to the speed of light in that medium. So this is the speed of light in air, speed of light in a medium of which you want to calculate the refractive index. So here it is taken c and it is v. So the ratio of speed of light in air to the speed of light in that medium of which you want to calculate the refractive index. So refractive index is the ratio of speed of light in air to the speed of light in that medium of which you want to calculate the refractive index. So if you want to calculate the refractive index of a medium, you will divide speed of light in air to the speed of light in that medium. If you want to calculate the refractive index of water, you will divide the speed of light in air to the speed, you will take the ratio of speed of light in air to the speed of light in water. So you will get the refractive index of water. Thank you, students. Next coming topic is total internal reflection. So wait for the next lecture. Wish you best of luck. Allah Hafiz.